Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl onto your face while you're sleeping. Working on screen can be quite a risky business. Some people come into this field young and talented and make it big in their career. However, others get distracted and fall into the pit of destruction with the wrong company, especially when they're young. Today, we're going to talk about the top 10 child celebrities who ruined their careers, and you won't believe your eyes when you see the actors in this list. Number 10. Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin is one of the most popular child stars in the United States. He was born in 1980 in New York City and came into contact with showbiz at the age of 4 when he performed in a variety of Off-Broadway plays. At the age of 8, he appeared in Rocket Gibraltar and See You in the Morning. However, after going through a tough time in his life, Culkin was arrested in 2004 for keeping 17.3 grams of marijuana along with a stash of other controlled substances. Culkin was demonized by the press for his drug use, despite many other child stars who had spiraled much farther than ever before. Number 9. Demi Lovato. Though her career did not end, it did not go as well as it could have. While on tour with the Jonas Brothers in 2008, Lovato began using cocaine. She has since admitted that she couldn't go more than an hour without it. Due to this addiction, she would smuggle drugs onto planes, doing lines in her seat while neighboring passengers slept, or using drugs in the bathrooms. In 2011, she accepted that she had a problem and admitted herself to rehab, where she was treated for bulimia, self-mutilation, and self-medicating with drugs and alcohol. It was during her rehabilitation that she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Now she's back in the game, but still not where she could have been. Number 8. Justin Bieber. His first run-in with the law came in 2011, when Bieber was only a teenager. In a lawsuit, a woman alleged that the 17-year-old star was the father of her child. Luckily, the DNA tests confirmed the innocence of the pop star. Bieber was accused in 2013 of spitting on his neighbor after making threatening remarks. He came back to the spotlight after having been filmed urinating in public and shouting obscenities about former President Bill Clinton. Bieber's last major run-in with the law came in 2014, when he was arrested for drag racing and driving under the influence. Number 7. Aaron Carter. At the age of 7, Aaron started as the lead singer for the band Dead End before making his solo debut as the opening act for the Backstreet Boys 2 years later. Carter was arrested in 2008 for speeding up in Texas, and the police found marijuana in his vehicle. Carter won a spot in Dancing with the Stars in 2009. However, his stage fright led him to become addicted to Xanax, which he used to alleviate his anxiety. Unfortunately, it was the death of his sister from a drug overdose that led him to sobriety in 2012. In 2013, he filed for bankruptcy to clear up his debt of $3.5 million. He's clean now, and he's back on track financially. Number 6. Shia LaBeouf. Born in California in 1986, Shia LaBeouf is best known for his role as Sam Witwicky in the Transformers films. He started his career by performing a stand-up comedy routine in his hometown before being influenced by a friend in the film industry. He's also known for his role in Disney Channel's Even Stevens, which earned him the Daytime Emmy Award. His fame, however, did not last long. In 2005, at the age of 19, he was arrested and charged with assault after threatening his neighbor with a kitchen knife. LaBeouf then proceeded to ram the neighbor's car with his own, alleging that the neighbor was blocking LaBeouf's route to the garage. In 2007, he was again arrested after being ordered by security to leave the Walgreens store, refusing to do so. Following this incident, he refused to appear before the court and faced a fine of $500. Number 5. Lindsay Lohan. Born in New York City in 1986, Lindsay Lohan was first recognized by the public for her role as a twin in Disney's remake of The Parent Trap. She then rose to fame in 2003's Freaky Friday and 2004's Mean Girls. Stardom did not do any favors for Lohan, however, because the money got her trapped in the wrong business. As her fame rose, she started to appear in New York nightclubs, and her life quickly turned into a torrent of negative headlines in the tabloids. In 2007, Lohan was arrested after she crashed her Mercedes-Benz into a tree. 2 months later, she was arrested again for engaging in a car chase in which she was also found to be in the possession of cocaine. The result was 2 counts of driving under the influence and 1 count of impudent driving that cost her a day in prison while she was in jail for at least 4 days. Later in 2007, Lohan checked into rehab as required by her recent sentencing. After managing to stay clear of the press for a few years, she reappeared after being sentenced to 90 days in jail for missing a DUI hearing. In 2011, she was charged with the theft of a necklace from a jewelry store. Since her scrapes with the law, she's managed to stay out of the tabloids, aside from the time when she was bitten by a snake in Thailand in 2017. Number 4. Brian Bonsall. Brian Bonsall was born in California in 1981 and grew up in Hollywood from a very young age of 3 to 14 years. He was known for his appearances in a number of shows and films, including Family Ties, Star Trek: The Next Generation, and Disney's Blank Check. He was arrested in 2007 for beating his mother and pleaded guilty to a third-degree assault. This resulted in a probation term of 2 years, but this did not mark the end of Bonsall's troubles. Around 2007 and 2010, he was convicted on a variety of charges of drug abuse and minor assault charges, both of which were well publicized due to his stardom. In 2009, he hit a friend over the head with a broken wooden stool under the influence and was given another 2 years probation after being charged with felony threatening and third-degree assault. Number 3. Drew Barrymore. Born in 1975, Drew Barrymore played a major role in Steven Spielberg's blockbuster E.T. at the age of 6. Her career exploded in the 1990s when she starred in Poison Ivy, Gun Crazy, Bad Girls, and Boys on the Side. At the age of 9, her mother began taking Drew to the nightclubs during the absence of her alcoholic father. It was in these years that young Barrymore became acquainted with the effects of drugs and alcohol. At age 13, her mother was violently assaulted in an effort to drive her out of the house. As a result, Drew was put in a recovery center. After a suicide attempt, she returned to rehabilitate and returned to her home life fully sober at the age of 14. Drew made another wrong turn at the age of 19 by posing nude for the notorious Playboy magazine. After the issue was published, she got a quilt and a note from Steven Spielberg on her 20th birthday asking her to cover up. And with that, it's now time for today's subscriber pick. Today's photo was sent to us by one of our subscribers, so if you come across a photo online and want to know more details about it, just send it on over to us. We might even feature it on a future video. Number 2. Amanda Bynes. The picture above is of Amanda Bynes, who was once a major name in the industry, but couldn't hold the success for too long. Bynes was involved in multiple hit-and-run cases, was in a case of driving with a suspended license, drug abuse, and igniting a fire near a subway station in California. She was placed on a psychiatric hold. Later, she went to a rehabilitation facility. She seemed to have turned her life around in 2014. Though not long after she got her license back, she was charged with driving under the influence and put on a psychiatric hold again. Number 1. Britney Spears. Known for her legendary singing and then her demise, Britney Spears had to be on the list for sure. Born in December 1981 in Mississippi, Britney Spears played her first major TV role at the age of 11 in the all-new Mickey Mouse Club. Her decline began in 2006 when she was caught with her son on her lap while driving. This led to media reports calling into question her willingness to be a mom. She was accused of sending terrible messages to her followers, despite her explanation that she was only trying to get away from paparazzi. She continued to hang out at the club scene and allegedly check in and out of detox. In 2007, Spears shaved her head before heading to the treatment center. Shortly after she launched another single to make a comeback, she was charged with a hit-and-run crash at the nearby parking lot. she underwent a psychological examination and spent some time in the hospital before making her debut on a victorious return. These were those child celebrities who ruined their careers, either under wrong company or because they were involved with some not-so-good things. Which celebrity's ruined career made you the saddest? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to stay up to date with our latest videos.